Alright, so all the NFL schedules have been released, as well as the Lions, and a lot of these teams that the Lions are facing, teams have taken shots at them at their little release videos that they've come out with. So I figured, what the hell, why should I be left out on all the fun of this? So this is my Lions schedule release video. Before you come at me, chill, relax, they're all jokes. We play the Packers week 1 and again on Thanksgiving, with Packers fans still believing Jordan Love is the chosen one, while they're still secretly fantasized about the Rodgers era. I don't know what's worse, that your number one fan is actually more popular than your team, or that you'll be crying while eating turkey this year on Thanksgiving. Next up, we play the Bears in week 2 and to end their season as well, which that game is to be determined, because I think the NFL is trying to play the pity card with them and try not to put them on TV to embarrass them anymore. Bears fans have always wanted to talk about legacy when they stay biting off everyone's leftovers. We head to Baltimore for week 3, and Lamar Jackson is an electric quarterback. It just sucks his electricity goes out during the postseason. I mean, Edgar Allan Poe did write about tragedies, and your postseason is definitely one of them. Baltimore should probably start paying their electric bill instead of paying for running backs they barely use during their games. The Cleveland Browns are our next opponent, which I can't talk bad about the Browns. Hell, they're still trying to clean up the mess Deshaun Watson left on all their footballs. All I know is that it's sticky, and yet someone got paid a lot of money to take 1,000 of those shots to the face for popularity and a new record. Moving on, we're in Cincinnati for week 5 playing the Bengals. And you know what? I hope they wear their cool jerseys and helmets. Those are very stylish. I will give you guys that. And hopefully, Joe Burrow won't have to worry about getting a phone call in the middle of the game from his maid/side piece that his place is getting broken into. Week 6, we head to Kansas City, which, let's be honest, Flannel is probably already pitching a tent in his pants that Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes are sharing the field together. Look, whoever comes out on top that night, just know that Flannel's wife will be a very happy woman. The Bucs roll into town on Monday for Monday Night Football, but unfortunately they left Tom Brady with them, so you're stuck with Baker Mayfield. Look, he's not a bad option, and I will say, Baker, if your football career doesn't work out for you, you got a real good shot at having a nice acting career. I mean, all those progressive commercials trying to sell fans a dream you can never deliver. There's a bye in week 8, and the Lions come back to play the Vikings the following week, and also on Christmas Day. Thanks a lot, NFL. Couldn't give us one holiday off. Look, the Vikings are so allergic to playoff success, they should probably keep an EpiPen on deck at all times. And don't tell me you can't afford it, because as much jewelry as Jetta is wearing around on the field right now, I know you got it in your pocket. The Lions roll on to the Commanders, which I'm hoping from last season was just a bit of beginner's luck for Jaden Daniels. Here's hoping that your sophomore slump hits harder than the pieces of your stadium falling apart. The Lions are in Philly for week 11, and if it's one thing you can count on from them is that they're going to push more tush than that last cheesecake they're trying to sell to you during closing time. Congrats, you've made rugby legal in football. I don't know who fell harder, your fans on those grease light poles or the lack of connections your QB has to his wide receiver 1. The Lions somehow have a game with the Giants, which I think Maz was literally the first person in line to buy tickets for this game. And I don't think he realized that Eli is no longer playing. This game will be so boring, I'm sorry, but Hendon Hooker will probably have 300 passing yards by the time this game finishes. Jerry Jones has to come to Ford Field for Thursday Night Football, and he's going to hate it. I know it. And I wonder by week 14 if they're still them boys. I mean, we know they're not America's team, because let's be honest, why would America want to keep taking L's like this year after year? The only thing bigger than Jerry Jones' ego and his wallet is that empty trophy case he's made in AT&T Stadium. It's week 15 and the Lions head to the West Coast to face the Rams, and yes, we are still booing them kids. I've never seen one team give away every draft pick for one championship only to turn around and tell their fans, hey, we're good for a while, right? You did find a new fan in one Miss London Tipton, though, or as she's better known in most of her movies as Cute Girl Number 2 with high ponytail. And finally, the Steelers in week 16, which once again, Mike Tomlin will not allow having a losing season. I don't know if it's his coaching intensity or his stare down that has players scared to go back in the huddle. I swear that man hasn't blinked in like 17 years. Look, this man's game plan from week to week is just off the vibes. Look, your trials aren't terrible, your offense just is. When they crash and burn, just remember that you're doing it in style in that black and yellow. That's my Lions release schedule breakdown. Let me know our record by the end of the season, and as always, fuck the Bears.